Okay, so now I'm listening to the narcissist pastor Charles Stanley, radio 24/7 on YouTube. It's called In Touch Ministries. And so he's using the same type of psychological manipulation that a lot of people use related to psychological warfare. I mean, and this is the stuff that does not set well with me, because church has been given this huge pass that what they do is for the goodness and gracious of humanity and life. And he's saying, and what he says is if you don't have God, you don't have anything. He says, you can have a job, you can lose that. You can have it all, you can have millions, and you can lose that. Well, I want to throw that right back on Charles Stanley and say, well, you have your ministry on YouTube, and you can lose that. You can have your ministry on YouTube, your fundraising, your money, you can lose that. And to the pastors who have their helicopters, I mean, because there was some helicopter pastors who made a lot of money, and they were asking their congregation, everybody was laughing at that. I mean, that was like a big joke or something. And because they were saying that they needed to have a helicopter to be able to fly from between their different churches. And so they wanted their congregation to buy them a helicopter. Now, and I'm just thinking, a lot of these outside agencies like churches and corporations, they are doing a solid comparing themselves to the United States government. You know, so the United States government has the military who is trained. Same thing with the police force, who is trained in the event that we would have some type of catastrophic something or another take place inside of the United States. That's what they're trained for. Now, these other entities, they want to say as part of their business model, and they're calling the United States government a business model instead of thinking it as a flat thing that an entity that has to keep up with inflation in and of itself. Now, the government itself, maybe they don't realize that in some ways the United States government does contribute to inflation if they don't put a cap on their private corporations within the United States government. Now, there's a lot of people who say they agree with me. I don't know if they're saying they agree with me just because they want me to shut up about it and they don't want to talk about it, or if a lot of them seem like they literally agree with me because they know it's a bad practice and they know that they're suffering and struggling in their own self, but they're not sharing their stories because